People who have stayed in a relationship after their partner cheated. How was it like after? It was super short-lived because of the hardcore projecting. Because she cheated, she assumed that I was going to cheat with all my women friends. She became super controlling and didn't want me to have any women friends. I ended up leaving because my friendships were more important than a broken relationship. Wow, that's a new one. Because I showed you that I can't be trusted, I no longer trust you and demand that you cut out your friends to satisfy my insecurities. Unbelievable. This is more common than you'd think. It's in fact so common that people who baselessly accuse others of cheating are almost always cheating and projecting it on their partner. Every time I had been cheated on, this is the trigger that made me realize it was going on in the first place and was easily able to find proof. They out themselves. Well put. It's simply because they think now you can pay them back for having cheated on you. They're usually very transactional people, and the thought of them being on the receiving end and ruining their impeccable self-image keeps them on high alert. I can cheat on you, but how dare you cheat on me? My ex was one of the most transactional person I have ever met. Almost robotic. When she started to accuse me is when I knew something was up. I really truly believed I would rise from it and forgive him, get over it, and come out of it stronger. It was never the same. I lost that trust and I couldn't get it back. And eventually, I stopped caring to want it back. It was a 7-year relationship, and although I don't regret it, I sometimes wish I knew to walk out sooner. But it made me realize what I really deserve, and it led me to the forever man in my life who treats me so well and loves me and honors our commitment. Thank you so much for your comment. I'm going through the same stuff. XGF of 6 years, cheated for months and wanted to stay together, get therapy, etc. But she broke my trust and self-esteem, and as much as it pains me to leave her and life kinda sucks right now, I know things will get better. Your self-esteem will be so much better knowing you chose yourself and honored your needs. It's a shot to the heart for sure, but nothing like the lingering sting of self-betrayal when you know you didn't choose yourself. You'll recover, you got this. You deserve someone better. Caught her in an emotional affair early on in our relationship. Both her and him told me it was a mistake, and he apologized and told me it was over. I believed it all. However, I will admit that it bubbled up during arguments over other issues because of how betrayed I felt. It weighed on me to the point where she told me I needed to see a therapist to get over it. I went to 3 of them over a period of the next 4 years. We went as a couple maybe a year after that. Flash forward another 2 years, I found the texts and pics. It never ended and it only grew. The entire time she told me to get counseling. The entire time we were in counseling together. The entire time I worked 2 jobs and 7 days a week because she lost her job and took a year off, and I picked up the slack. You do not recover. Edit, seriously. I 1000% appreciate the comments. I really do. I am in a way better place. Divorce happened. I moved on. My point about not recovering was probably misspoken. You do not forget. But you can recover. Never give up hope. Thank you all again. Wow, what a terrible person she is. Sorry. A ticking time bomb. Yep. We spent a year trying to recover, then had 2 good years. Then he cheated again. I think in the back of my mind I was just waiting the whole time for it to happen again. Every single day, this is what's in the back of my mind, and yup, waiting for it to happen again and hoping, at the same time, that it won't. Ex-wife was the same. We tried again, but she just had to get back in contact with him, lasted 10 months, but only 8 before she'd started seeing him again. Shoot, mine never even stopped seeing the other guy. She swore up and down she wanted to stay together and it was all a mistake, so I laid out some very simple rules for moving forward, starting with no more contact with the guy. She never stopped. To this day I don't know what she was thinking. She just kept on trying to see us both. This was a 10-year marriage with kids, too. About a year into the divorce, she straight up moved 500 miles away, by herself, became a drug addict, and her entire life fell apart. Got arrested for felony drug possession, etc. Most bizarre complete self-destruction I've ever seen in real life. It was a 12-year relationship for us, with most of that married. I don't think she actually stopped seeing him really, looking back. When I started seeing a new girl, my ex-wife tried to seduce me. No. Rookie numbers. I met mine in 7th grade. Married at 26, split at 42. I tried to go get help for addition, and while I was gone, her and her boyfriend cleared out the house and moved a few states away with my kid. Damn, so while you were having addition problems, they were subtracting things from your house. Dividing their family too. Sad to say, once a cheater, always a cheater. One of my buddies dated a girl once that cheated to be with him. Then after a while she cheated on him too. He was so shocked. But I was like, bro, she cheated on someone to get with you. Her cheating on you to get with someone else shouldn't be a surprise. In college I had a friend who started dating a girl. They were together for a year before he found out that she had a boyfriend when she met him and two-timed them for a while before she decided she liked my friend better. He dumped her immediately when he found out and she was devastated. People can change, but we found out later she cheated on her next boyfriend. I guess my friend just knew even though she really liked him it was just a matter of time. Like a saying goes, if they'll cheat for you, they'll cheat on you. First was mid-2020, second was just before Christmas, third was a year or two later, just a single day's worth of messages with an old coworker, but any guy who saw those messages knew this wasn't how friends should be messaging. Fast forward to just over 2 months ago she finally chose to separate after we've been fighting and I find out she's had threesomes mixed with cocaine about a year ago. She's been on Tinder for months. Been fucking a coworker for at least 6 months, likely fucked another dude or two while we were still together, and since the separation she's been sleeping with everyone possible it seems. Never again. I'm a dude if that matters. Why did I put up with it all, you ask? Had a house, 2 kids, etc. Thought we were finally in the endgame of life and just enjoy it, and couldn't bring myself to rip it all apart. But with the separation 2 months ago I'll never go back despite how much it kills me, and I want our family back together. Also a dude, totally relate, kid and wife that is leaving me for an affair partner, legit moving in with him within 6 months of meeting him, throwing away our 13 years together. You have my full empathy and compassion and know we didn't deserve to be treated the way that we were. Something better is down the pipeline of life. Reach out if you ever need a vent space or someone to validate your real and difficult feelings. I'm guessing that instead of communicating she wasn't happy to work on it together, she pretended everything was fine and acted secretly? Did she also try to make herself the victim once caught? Yeah, I was begging for months for a discussion of what was going on and why she was changing. My intuition was going crazy. She was on her phone all the time. I could tell she was detaching from our relationship and started saying mean things about me. She had me start therapy because she said I was paranoid about her cheating and I needed to figure out why. It was all horrible. The mental damage will take a lot to get through. I set up therapy for us, had communication workbooks, tried to get her to write out her feelings if talking was too difficult, etc. I gave it my all, and that is a small part that brings me solace. She is more upset about my reaction of talking to my friends and family about the damage she's done than taking any accountability or offering a genuine apology for the mental torture I was put through for months. Did I write this on a secret account in my sleep? Damn. Word for word this describes my experience. It was my ex who cheated on me. We proceeded to stay together for 3 more years, but I never forgot it. It always pinched me. We'd be having the best time and it'd hit me, oh look, he still cheated on you, and it hit harder considering the party he cheated on me at. Right before he left it, I was vulnerable and told him that please don't do it. He still did it. He got hammered. He crashed at mine. I took care of him all night while he threw up. He still cheated. I'm glad you've found a better partner in mayonnaise. That's so true. I stayed 3 years too. You'd be having the best, loving time and boom, flashback. Like a lightning bolt. I had so many other good times with him, not knowing he was in the middle of an affair, and I had no clue. He hid it so well. Once you know how effortlessly and completely they can lie, you can never unknow that. It sucked. First of all, you never get the complete story. The reason for cheating, I don't know. Meanwhile, you descend into depression from which you're supposed to get yourself out. Then you see her displaying alarming behavior, but you just can't fight it anymore. Then she wants a divorce because you let her down. And now I can't trust anyone or move on. This, and she puts blame on you. Because of you, she went back to her ex. After getting caught, they hatch a plan to seduce another person and love bomb you for diverting your attention. Once the other person is trapped, they change their color, demean and disrespect you to the point where you only ask for divorce and they try to pin it on you. Having everything pinned on you is the absolute most damaging part about all of it. Not only are you losing your life partner, you now have to fight to keep friends and family. I genuinely believe there should be criminal charges for the people that commit these heinous acts. My desire to believe in an afterlife rests solely on the hope that my abuser is punished for her transgressions. Really should be criminal charges for this kind of mental abuse. It's a form of torture that has lasting harmful effects. Hot take, I would take months of physical pain and bruises that heal instead of the mental anguish I've been given. Yeah, the mental pain is still there. It's been 5+ years. If I could spend a few months with broken limbs, I'd probably do it. Definitely would have a better quality of life all around. Mental agony, I never raised a hand on her despite she did it many times. I only thought it was her anger, didn't even think of hurting her, that much I loved her. Her exes used to slap her. One of her ex ran away with her money. After reading her chats, I realized she had some 4 to 5 relationship in past where everyone used her for money and sex, but that she doesn't see as abuse. For her it's love. Coming to my current mental state, when sometimes the anger comes up, I'm plotting murder to kill her and ex. That much trouble I have as she has completely destroyed the sanctity of marriage for me. I'm having trust issues at work now. Have decided to take a break and put down my papers today. Violence only makes stuff worse for you, unfortunately. I know, and I would never resort to that. How to prove it? I have backups of chats, sexting and call records, but the court won't admit it. I even spoke to her ex. In fact, she tried to make me friends with him before this. He used to hang around with us. The day I realized this, I called him. He was going to come to my house to explain everything. I told him, if I see you again, I may hurt you. I didn't have to do anything. Just days before the separation, I got to know this guy had a horrible accident. My ex tried the friend thing with the guy she was cheating on me with. I asked him to stop flirting with my girlfriend and he said no. She didn't defend me, just sided with him like it's not a big deal. I get how frustrating it can be. You should dig into getting money and keep yourself distracted from those issues. The more you dwell on it, it's not gonna get better. You just gotta build something new somewhere else. I got a dog eventually. Yeah, this week hopefully the divorce will get finalized and then I don't have to see her face again. I feel so disgusted standing beside her in the courtroom. Power to ya, homie. You too, man. Please like and subscribe for more daily content.